statement of law. If they have made that
No,
statement,
no, I'm saying something else, my lord. Can you, my lord? I'll just complete that. State has no business as a proposition to regulate any social personal relationship. That statement your lordships are saying is not a, it's an absolute statement. But on an extension of that statement, that the state can regulate certain relationships if the state feels that it's in legitimate state interest to do so.
but of course,
Lord,
yes.
therefore, marriage was not a regulated social relationship. But the state, in its legislative policy wisdom, decided that we will regulate, and we can regulate only if we recognize. And therefore, under the Hindu Marriage Act or any other marriage act, we recognized and regulated. So therefore, that's a legislative choice made. My lord, leave it at that. But my lord, I again, my lord, I'm insisting, my lord, that my apprehension may, I wish it's wrong, but may perhaps not be wrong after, my lord, few years. When your lordships were hearing Navtej Johar, all these arguments were made. The central government, my lord, said that we leave it to the wisdom of the court so far as the decriminalization of Section 377 is concerned. But I specifically added in my affidavit that this has nothing to do
With marriage.
future right of marriage, inheritance,
Absolutely,
etc.
no question about it.
And I'll just read, my lord, from
But
page
Mr. Solicitor, don't even label that. You have said that. No, we accept your point on that.
So, my lord, a step from step 7 to 8 may lead from 8 to 9. That's what I am just, my lord, putting a word of caution. I'll, my lord, further. I'll go further.
7 to 8, where you're saying will lead to 8 to 9, that'll be actually 8 to 15.
You can say.
And none of us are looking at
Certainly
step 8.
regulate social relationship.
The current scenario, Mr. Mehta, are also in the future. The
Lord,
information you have given is
My lord, the arguments, the way they are read for marriage,
yes.
and I'm saying this with a sense of responsibility, can be made, whether
Mr.
accepted or
Mehta,
not, is
I
one
don't
thing,
think we need to-
for challenging incest prohibition as well.
Mr. Mehta, we don't have to labor the point that the state can regulate even social relationships. Once a relationship between a parent and a child, can the parent say, I have absolute control over my child? No, the state says you have to send your child to school.
I leave it at that. Look,
There's an obligation to make sure that your child goes to primary school. That's a relationship between a parent and a child, but we are all subject to the fact that you have to send